What's up, guys, and welcome back to Diggin Sports. Week 9 of college football is just around the corner this weekend, and we got some pretty good games on the slate this week. But before we get into that, as always, we will go through the Week 8 recap. There was a couple games that stood out. Again, Tennessee moving to 7-0 on the season. Look really, really good against their opponent, the UT Martin. They beat them down 65-24. Just as Heupel mentioned in his post-game interview, a lot of new guys was able to get in, and they just got to perform at a better level, which they will as the more time progresses, more practices they get to do, more games they get to compete in for them. As a lot of people should know, Tennessee's back in, a little beat up. Then you got McCullough. He went down. Well, he didn't go down, but he was put out of the game because of an arrest charge. So with that, kind of banged up. Haddon at cornerback, he's banged up. Cedric Tillman on offensive side of the ball, he's banged up. Just a couple guys that's banged up, and it's taking a toll on that defense. But Tennessee, let's not make no excuses, and let's just keep moving the train forward. Believe in the hype, the new sign behind me. If you guys didn't catch the episode before, when I was at College Game Day against Alabama, this was the sign that I had. So it's going to be a piece of Diggin Sports. You just know that sign wasn't College Game Day. But with that being said, Georgia was off getting prepared for Jacksonville, Florida this week. The biggest cocktail party. This game could, either I think Georgia is going to blow away, or Florida could keep it close. That's one of the two things that's going to happen. What do I lean forward to? You'll find out in my picks a little later. But, what kind of happens? Another thing that really catches my eye is the Heisman race. What's going to happen in the Heisman race? You guys saw one of my first videos I had was with the Heisman hopefuls of 2022, and Hendon Hooker, C.J. Stroud was in that. So where do these guys stand right now? I know there's a couple of different other guys, and if you guys feel, that you think they should be considered in the Heisman race, post them in the comments below. But I want to kind of put up a poll and see where you guys' heads at. Who's the better quarterback right now? Is it Hendon Hooker for the Tennessee Volunteers, or is it C.J. Stroud for the Ohio State Buckeyes? In my opinion, and no, it's just not Brent, you're a Tennessee fan. No, I think I got to go Hendon Hooker, with just the opponents that he's played. I think it's 4 top 25 wins, one being on the very tough place to play in Baton Rouge against a ranked number 25 team at the time, and now they're even, higher than that now. Coming off the win against Ole Miss, that was another game that stood out to me as well. LSU looked really good in that game. Jaden Daniels was able to do his thing. So, if he's able to run the football, you can just about expect LSU to pull out the victory. But yeah, I think it's Hendon Hooker, but I want you guys to kind of chime in and tell me what you guys think. C.J. Stroud, Hendon Hooker, or anybody else you may have. I know John Thurman at work, I know he's big and high on Stetson Bennett. Do I think he's a Heisman caliber quarterback? No. Is he doing what he has to do to get the wins? Yeah, right now he is. But, with weapons that Georgia does have, a lot easier for him, set down some screens, and then you're just racking up yak at that point, yards after catch. But not taking anything away from Stetson Bennett and what he's been able to do with the Bulldogs, dating into the last season and going into this season as well. I will say the cocktail party is always a big game that you don't want to look past, but another game that you do not want to look past in the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. That is a game that probably going to be one of the biggest games of the year for both of those teams. As long as they, hold steady at undefeated, you'll be able to go in these two games this week and get the win. So kind of see what transpires this week, and maybe we can both go undefeated into that game. Maybe bring College Game Day to Athens. It'll be a great atmosphere in Athens that week. I can't wait. It's going to be a great game. A lot of cookouts, I'm sure. So that's what I'll be doing, be cooking out, getting ready for this game, and then what transpires after that. If they're both undefeated, one loses, does the loser still have a shot in the college football playoff? I think they do, depending on how everything else transpires throughout the season. But I think a one-loss Georgia or Tennessee gets into the college football playoff, because I just think them two teams are probably going to be in your top four. I mean, that's just the way I see it. Especially if that loser, or if that winner of that game goes on and then knocks off the West champion, then I think that one-loss team absolutely finds a way into the playoff. But we'll see how things transpire. Ohio State, again, won last week in Week 8. They was able to defeat Iowa. Iowa kept it close, sloppy first half for Ohio State. You kind of thought, okay, maybe Iowa makes it a game. Ohio State breaks out in the second half and they win big. Now they got a key game in Week 9 that we'll get to a little later. But we're going to do a new segment on the show. You guys kind of chime in on the comments, see how you like it. We're going to try it out this week. We're going to rapid fire picks in Week 9. Rapid fire. Kind of get you some picks, may go into a little deep on certain picks, but we are going to try a rapid fire this week. Let's get through this. Chime in, tell me what you think. But here we go. Let's get into it. All right. Utah, 8.5-point favorite against Washington State. They travel on the road. I got Utah in this game. I think Utah is they're trending upward now, like they was at the beginning of the season. I think they're gonna find that and tune it up, and I think they beat Washington State. Next game, Oklahoma, 1.5-point favorite over Iowa State. I go upset in this game. I like Iowa State at home. And especially Oklahoma, the way they're struggling, I go Iowa State. Arkansas at Auburn. Auburn, you're at your third, fourth string quarterback. What are you doing? Where are you at? So with that being the case, I go Arkansas. I think the run game will run you down about like Georgia did with you. And I think that is going to be the outcome in this game, is just going to be the run game for Arkansas. I like them on the road at 3.5-point favorites. Next, the biggest cocktail party you'll ever see. 21.5-point favorite for Georgia over Florida. I go dogs in this one. So I think Florida's going to make some plays. I think Florida may make a few plays, but overall, I like Georgia in the game. I just think they're a more talented team right now, more than Florida. So I'm going to go dogs in this one. Next, we got that Kentucky at Tennessee. Tennessee, a 12.5-point favorite over the number 19 Wildcats. With this game, you know it. We're going Tennessee Volunteers. Guys, let me just stop right there. Did you see the jerseys? I know you've seen the dark mode jerseys, but look at those helmets. Whew! You talking about fire in Knoxville Saturday night with these jerseys. John Thurman likes to think it's fake juice. We shall see. I like them. I think it hypes this team up. Believe in the hype. I think jerseys, you like Josh Heupel said, you look good, you play good. Or, excuse me, you look good, you feel good, you play good. And I think I'm a firm believer in what he's preaching right there. I like the jerseys. I like the helmets. Let's go Tennessee. I like them covering the spread in Knoxville. Knoxville's going to be loud. Kneeling loud. All right, here we go. We're going to spice it up right here. All right, Oregon traveling to California. Oregon 15.5-point favorite. Bo Nix have been playing great thus far, besides the 1 week against Georgia. Let me go ahead and stop right there before we really spice it up and get into this rapid-fire picks. Oregon. A lot of people are thinking Bo Nix should be considered in the Heisman. I say no, because of his first week against Georgia. If you couldn't compete with one of the top-ranked teams in the league, in the nation, and you struggled, that goes to show me that you are not as big, as powerful as you're showing right now, because you faced a good defense and you failed. Let's just say that. You struggled. So, no, I think that just kind of throws you out of the Heisman race. To me. You guys chime in and tell me what you think about that. All right. But so, yeah, I'm going Oregon. I think Oregon is just too much for Cal. So, moving on. Baylor traveling to Texas Tech. Texas Tech, 2.5-point favorites. Texas Tech's been playing great ball. I like the way with what they've been doing, being able to beat West Virginia. West Virginia beat Baylor. With that being said, let's go Texas Tech at home and 2.5-point favorites. TCU at West Virginia. TCU's been playing great ball thus far. I go TCU. I think they continue to play great ball. Next game, we got Notre Dame at Syracuse. Syracuse, you let one slip away against Clemson. You let the backup quarterback come in there, and he was able to do his thing and bring him back into that game. Shut you out second half. I think you got a bitter taste in your mouth feeling that you should have won that game. I think you beat Notre Dame at home. Next, we got Rutgers at Minnesota. Minnesota's defense too much for Rutgers. They're not going to be able to produce on offense. I go Minnesota at home. All right, Ohio State at Penn State. Get the digging caps, boys, and put them on. We digging deep in this one. I'm going Penn State to take off number 2. Ohio State at home. You got a noon kick. Big noon Saturday. Gonna be there. I like Penn State. I like them. I think they find a way to beat Ohio State. I think they find a way to slow down C.J. Stroud, and I think they're able to get this win. I'm digging deep in that one. That is the digging deep pick of the week. All right, Georgia Tech traveling to Florida State. Georgia Tech, having struggled with their quarterback getting hurt last week. Is it an injury that lasts a long time? I don't know. Not really sure on that. I don't think it will be, but with that being said, I'm going Florida State. I think Florida State is just going to be the better team in this game with some quality wins, even being the first week against LSU. I go Florida State. Next game, we got Pitt at North Carolina. North Carolina's got a really good quarterback. I mean, he's even been talking in the Heisman race. He's been able to throw up some yards. Again, you're in the ACC. Who do you play kind of mentality. But nonetheless, you're playing ACC teams. I think you win the game at home. Next game, we got Miami at Virginia. These are two similar teams, two very, very similar teams. I go Miami on the road. I like Miami. I think Miami's gonna try to put the wheels back on the old wagon there, and I think they're gonna get the win against Virginia. And then the last but not least game, we got Michigan State traveling to Michigan. The battles of the Michigans. I think it goes to the Michigan Wolverines in a 22.5-point favorite. Michigan can really, really run the ball, guys. I mean, they can. And when they need to, they'll play action and take the top off of the defense. So that being said, I don't think Michigan State's able to defend that too well. I'm going Michigan in the game. All right. Whew. That was a lot for a guy like me. Whew. Need some water. Wow. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the rapid pick of Week 9. You guys tell me what you thought about it. I thought I'd try it out, give it a whirl. I know College Game Day, they kind of, go a little faster than what I've been doing. You guys tell me how I did. Let me know what you think. Should I slow it down? Should I, try to keep a rapid pace? What do you guys like to see? Is the videos too long? Talk to me. Help me out. Help me perform better videos. Anything that you think that maybe I should add in, let me know in the comments. I like to take advice. The advice is not a bad thing. Advice can only make you better. So please give me some advice. I really appreciate it. Week 9 is going to be a big one. Especially, hopefully, Georgia, Tennessee can both stay undefeated and then get a clash next week, November 5th, 3:30, CBS. What a game it shall be. But nonetheless, I really appreciate it, guys. What you've done so far. We hit 40 subscribers, still trying to hit that 1,000. Guys, share it to everybody, guys. Let's get this thing out there. That's how we're going to hit the 1,000. That's how we're going to get to the giveaway. Be sure, if you want to be participating in the giveaway, make sure you subscribe. Stay subscribed. Drop a comment. There's a giveaway post, a video on the channel. Videos below. So if you go through those, there's a giveaway one. Drop your name and comment your favorite college team, NFL team, whatever. Comment your favorite kind of team. Let me know where you're at. And stay subscribed, guys. If you can't stay subscribed, you can't be a part of it. So let's do that. Let's hit 1,000. Let's hit that $75 gift card. And then let's move on from there. I really appreciate it, guys. It's awesome. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Let's keep Diggin Sports on the air. But, as always, here at Diggin Sports, keep digging.